baby at the earliest stages of conception because it's a human organism. And I don't think that I get like there's hard things in life, but even if like you're going through something hard, there's other options and you don't have to go through with the AB. Like I just think that there's better things that she could do because at the end of the day, I think that the baby deserves the same chance at life as everybody else does.
Okay. So I don't value human life, okay? So I don't think just because, you're a human being, you should be entitled to live no matter the circumstance. So you're basically saying that since it is a baby, which is not, it's a fetus, it will later on become a baby, it should live, which is not a good enough reason for me, or people who get ABs. If that was, enough that it was just a human, then people would just let it live. But obviously, that's not the only reason to life. Just because you're a human being is what you can do for, your mom's life. Like, I'm pretty sure when everyone was conceived, the mother wasn't just like, oh, you're a baby, so I'm not going to let you live.
Mhm.
There's,
Okay, so I
there are other
have.
reasons
Oh,
to it,
okay.
just besides you're just being a human baby. There's other things to it. So, yeah.
Okay. Um, so I have a quick question. So, would you say that to a woman that had freshly miscarried? Would you, if a woman was upset because she had miscarried, would you look her in the face and say, "Why are you crying? That baby had no value. It wasn't a baby yet. It was just a
So,
fetus."
no. So again, I say I agree with the mother's choice. So if she actually choose, to go through the pregnancy, then I would, feel pity for her. But if she didn't choose to go with the pregnancy and she gets a miscarriage, I wouldn't care. I just care about because I feel like the mother gives the kid value. I don't think the kid automatically has value. I think the future kid is given value through the mother, and that's why she probably chose life.
Okay. I have another question. If AB isn't murder, then why is killing a pregnant woman considered double homicide? If it's not a baby, then why when someone kills a pregnant woman is the fetus considered human in the trial? If it's not murder, then why is it counted as murder when they kill a pregnant woman? Hello? Hello? So, nothing?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, I'm sorry. What did you say? Can you repeat it,
I
please?
said I said, if abortion isn't murder, then why is killing a pregnant woman considered double homicide? If the fetus is not considered a baby, if the woman wants to go through with AB, then why are murderers charged with killing two people when they kill one pregnant woman?
Um, because the mother gave the fetus value to order to give, for how much months a pregnancy. But if the law thought that she was going to abort it, I don't think it would be a double homicide, if you get what I mean.
No, it's
Also,
considered a double homicide either way because the
also,
fetus is in the mom's stomach.
listen,
Yeah.
I'm not arguing the fact that it isn't murder, but the fact that people think it's unjust, like there's always a reason why people get an AB, and for you to say that it's unjust killing is just not
Actually,
right.
okay, actually, only 12% of all abortions, and this is an actual fact, only 12% of abortions are done for a medical reason. The other 82, no, the other 88% are done, or is that 88 or 78? Either one. The other percent of them are done because the women just doesn't want the baby.
Okay, but
So,
who? Oh, okay, I
and
understand
I
that.
agree. Let me talk. I agree that abortion shouldn't be completely illegal because I feel like there are certain medical conditions where the woman physically can't survive the labor, and I feel like she should be able to take the measure.
Okay. She. Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
Want to unmute?
Huh?
Hi. Hi.
Why are you still
Wait.
doing this post? Genuine question.
What's your question?
Where are you from like 2 days ago?
Uh huh.
You got mad because someone proved you wrong and it was funny. I still remember.
Listen,
I still remember it.
I didn't care what happened 2 days ago. I care about what's going on now. So,
So why? My bad, I'm still listening from earlier. So this is like the worst matchup you could possibly have. AB with Ice. That's like the worst one you could possibly have. Tell me why you
well,
think that.
well, last time I told you that people who, are pro-life, they say they value human life no matter the circumstance. But when I compare it to the illegal immigrants that's coming in the United States, they feel like they don't have enough value for them to be treated respectfully, even though they broke the law. So
So you're
when I
saying we should
ask,
treat everyone equal,
hold
but
on,
you say that.
hold on. When I ask an American, you know, what do you think should happen? Do you think it's okay with the violence that's going on that ICE does to illegal immigrants? Like there's so much violence. They say by whatever means necessary, get them out of the country, even if it involves death or, them being extremely, hurt. So obviously they don't have the same value in those people's lives compared to a fetus. They value a fetus way more than people who are, existing without them, in their mother's womb. So I just feel like it's just really, doesn't make any sense.
I mean, if you look at it, the it's a grown person. It's a grown man or female, man or woman that has common sense not to go under, through, or over a border and think, "Oh yeah, I'm not going to get arrested." Versus a fetus has done nothing. So, and no one some people do value them less, but this is like the worst matchup you could possibly have.
Um, so I feel like the fetus has already done an action which is just simply existing in a time where nobody, wanted to have it. So I feel like that is enough to kill it because it did do something, it existed. So, yeah, but the people who are coming in the United States, they're honestly trying to live a better life because America has this representation of being the land of the free and all of that stuff. So that's why people want to go there with their families because of this representation. So it's not like these people are just rude and disgusting and who are, killers who's entering the United States. They're people who are trying to live a better life with their family. So I don't feel like a fetus that's literally like sucking all the mother's energy to make it grow and develop is the same as someone who's trying to leave their country to live a better life, you know, with their kids and stuff. So,
You know that ICE is getting rid of a bunch of people that will just go up to random someone and then kidnap a child in the front yard and essay them.
who?
You know that, right?
Who?
Many for saying Obama's wrong. He was getting rid of people that
Yeah, but
were murderers and were bad.
yeah, but
Trump
nobody.
is opening more job opportunities for illegal people.
I didn't think so. No.
So,
First,
yeah.
you know,
Why you keep on cutting me
Obama.
off? I thought we were supposed to be respectful.
No, but you it's something wrong.
Because we're all compasses. We're all compasses anyway, so.
Okay. So,
Our bones are
Obama, you didn't hear. Listen, I didn't know if you were alive during that time, but you didn't hear, you know, about ICE. It's just so much going on with ICE under, you know, Trump administration because it's so violent. So obviously a lot of people hear about it. So I've never, you know, heard about what Obama was doing with ICE because they weren't extremely violent like they are today with the illegal immigrants.
You hear about ICE a lot?
Because they're
Because
violent.
protesters are trying to hit them, hit their cars, trying to stop the cars, and they're over here getting thrown around and arrested for hitting a federal agent, and they're mad, so they proceed to post it on all different platforms. That's why you hear about them. Because protesters have zero common sense, and you know which party they are? The liberals. The Democrats.
Okay, let's not do that, okay? Listen.
So that's why you're hearing about ICE. So
No, it's because of the violence. People don't just make up stuff without video evidence. There's tons of videos of ICE shooting people, just extremely violent. Like,
you know why they're shooting people?
I
Because
didn't
they're
say shooting.
assaulting the ICE agents with all different types of weapons, so that's the only way they have is to light them up and Swiss cheese on them. As if.
Hey.
That's all they have.
So, do you think that ICE is just not violent? People just making up stories for, like, you know, no reason at all?
People
you think
are
that?
making ICE violent. Okay?
How?
Because people
I don't
are
understand.
protesting, hitting them, hitting their cars, proceeding to throw things at them. They proceed to get pepper sprayed, and a bunch of other people try to jump ICE. And I even seen this. People were trying to get into a facility. They kept on throwing tear gas and stuff, and one person was arrested during that protest. They can't even exit their building without getting assaulted. That's because people are mad that Trump is in office and are using ICE like.
No.
Yes, that's exactly why. There was probably zero or like one or two protests when Obama was in office using ICE. And he had them in worse places when they were arrested, for saying like in cages, concrete floors, sleeping on them with nothing but a blanket and pillow or a sleeping bag. Versus Trump already has them like, oh, you're going to get into a plane this day. We already have your schedule set out. You're going to stay here for a little bit. You have a nice little cozy bed. So it's basically like a regular prison
Yeah, but
that
at the
Trump
same
is putting them into.
time,
But
listen, I'm not saying
Obama had zero protests whenever he was
nobody.
putting them in literal
Okay.
cages.
Nobody.
So,
Okay. Nobody's saying that Obama did a great job with handling the immigrants, but I'm saying that it wasn't that big because he didn't do a lot of violence in the streets like Trump is doing today. Because he kept it
name
under
one
wraps.
incident.
What does he mean?
And don't even try to say the one girl with a car that supposedly ran over my
No.
safety.
I didn't need to give you one.
That's
It's
the worst
just,
part. It's the worst one. Repeat that name again.
I said I didn't need to give you one.
Huh?
I'm saying I don't need to give you an example.
Then you just completely dissolve that argument. So about
How? How?
You're saying AB is bad. You know, I already told you how AB is done. So you should already know how it's done. So
No, you haven't. All
why
you've
are you
been
still saying
doing.
it's good?
Listen, you didn't tell me nothing the other day. You didn't say anything to me that was valuable whatsoever. So
I told you they rip the limbs apart and extract the brain.
I
And
don't think they
then,
do that.
yes, I in fact did tell you. I still remember every single thing I said to you.
I don't
Not
really
every
care.
single thing, but I still remember some
I
of it.
don't really care how they, doing the baby that's not wanted. I don't care. I really don't.
So
I
what if
really
your
don't.
mother did it and you came
She
out
has.
wrong?
She has had many ABs prior to me being born. So I mean, I don't care. Like there was a reason why
And
she AB'd the future children because she wasn't ready. And my mom had me at 36 years young. So yeah, so I don't.
36.
Yeah, I don't really care.
That's
Like,
that's like a middle-aged person.
excuse you. Excuse, no. She
That's
had me when
more
she was
of,
ready. She had me when she was ready to raise a child. That's simple. I don't see the problem with that. You think people should have kids when, they're 18 or something? You think
oh yeah,
it should have it? You
why
said yeah?
destroy God's children?
You said yeah?
Why destroy God's children? Why
So you think
destroy
people should be
a
having kids at
masterful
18?
art that is being developed? And if you even say it's a clump of cells, we're all a clump of cells. That's all we are, a clump
Excuse
of
me.
cells.
Do you think people should be having kids at 18?
That's their choice. So,
But you said that my mom had me at 36, and you said that that's like middle age. Like, what's the point of bringing that up? I don't understand.
I'm just saying that it's more of towards the middle age than like young. So that would be whenever you're like experienced almost everything that you could possibly get hit with. So that's what I'm saying.
Okay, well, you haven't really, provided me, a good. Yeah, it's just the same as yesterday. You just was.
It wasn't.
I
It
don't
was
care.
more like about 3 days
Obviously, I
ago.
know what happens to
Obviously.
late ABs. So I don't.
Obviously.
Excuse you. Okay. Goodbye.
I'm just
I mean, no. Okay. Hello. Hello. Do you want to unmute? Are you in the restroom or something? No? Okay. Hello.
Oh, hi.
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 Um, so do you agree or, disagree with the topic?
I agree AB is good, and I also agree
Oh,
ICE is
okay.
good.
Wait, what?
I feel like ICE is okay. I understand the reason why going for ICE, like, whatever. I mean, I am Mexican myself. I have had some family members deported, but it's okay because it's a valid reason why they've been deported. And ICE,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Um,
Um,
so you think AB is good or bad?
I think it's good. If someone doesn't want to have a child, they don't need to have a child. They don't need to be forced to carry a child for 9 months if they
Yeah,
don't want
that's
to.
true. Okay. And you think ICE is good because they broke the law, so they should be punished by, whatever means necessary.
Yeah, if they don't want to obey the law, like,
But to get citizenship in the United States, it takes like a really long time. Because I'm, going through that process right now. It takes a really long time, especially if you don't have the money and stuff like that. So, I mean, I can understand why there's so much people breaking in because they don't want to wait like 2, 5, 10 years to get some, the green card or citizenship. Nobody wants to wait that long. So I don't think it's really valid to that extent.
it has its good moment. Well, it has like good reasons for ice. There's also bad reasons for ice.
Okay. Can you give me like an estimate on like how good is ice and how bad is ice, like percentages and stuff? Can you? Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is AB bad but ice? Okay, so basically AB is bad because you're murdering an innocent fetus's life, but ice is good because you are bringing justice to people who break the law.
Mm. Um. So why do you deem that fetus innocent?
Because it has done nothing morally wrong.
It did though. That's why it's getting ABs. Like
What did it do?
exists in a time where people couldn't, raise it. That's enough
And whose
reason.
fault is that?
That's a bad reason.
Whose fault is that?
That's, the people who didn't, I don't know if I say
Okay, so
this.
then why should the fetus be responsible for the actions of the parents?
Because it's still there. So just because they did it with, one another doesn't mean like it's like not there, if you get what I'm trying to say.
So just because another person decides to steal something from a
No,
hive
we
so they
can't
can
really
go
compare
and
a
murder them?
fetus. I can't really, compare a fetus or try to, understand the comparison of a fetus and someone who's walking and existing outside the mother's womb. I just can't put the two and two together, like at all.
Well, I mean, you can because they're both humans and they both have
No, I don't think
consciousness.
so. No, they don't. No, a fetus does not have consciousness. Are you
A
okay?
fetus does have consciousness
No, it does
past
not.
7 weeks they do.
Okay,
Past 7 weeks
so
they
at
do.
7 weeks, so anything prior to 7 weeks, they don't have a
Or no,
consciousness.
sorry, 7 months, 7 months.
Whatever
But
the number
also,
is.
also, their human life and human life is going to be inherently
No,
valued.
no, we can't skip
Yeah.
over this, okay? Because people argue, in this the AB debate that the fetus is not even conscious, it can't feel pain, so but you just
I mean,
argued
it
like
can't feel pain past before the third trimester, but after the third trimester, it can.
after the third trimester, so the fourth trimester.
Huh?
Okay, anyways, like, no, no.
What do you
So
mean?
get
No, that's true.
no, I'm just like skipping like wherever you're about to say. So I'm not going to answer, the hypothetical that you are trying to give because I just can't see it to even answer. Like I can't.
It's an analogy. It's not
Whatever
hypothetical. Well, I
it
mean,
is.
it is hypothetical, but it's mainly an analogy.
Because I don't view, a human to like the same way as I would view a fetus. That's why
You know that a fetus is a human, right?
it has Homo sapien DNA, but it's not a human yet.
So what is a Homo sapien?
A Homo sapien, a mammal, an animal.
Right. What's another name for Homo sapien?
I don't know. A hominin?
A
I
human.
think.
A human.
No. No.
I mean, you
There's a
just
reason.
search up the
Listen.
definition of a
Hold
human,
on.
and it's going to
Listen.
say somebody of the Homo sapien
Hold on.
species.
Hold on. There's a reason, when you see the, documentaries of people, going 50,000 years ago and don't call the Homo sapien people humans. They don't call them that because
because they weren't Homo sapien.
No, they were though. They were.
Well, then they're humans.
They're not. Because it's more.
They
It's
are.
like
Oh,
it's hard to
they are
explain,
though.
but it's like a more like modern way
You
of
mean
today.
do you mean Neanderthals?
No,
Do you mean
they
cavemen?
called them Homo sapiens. You know, they don't call them humans because they are not what we are today. We would be classified as humans, right? Of the Homo sapien gene, DNA, but there's a reason why they didn't call, them humans. They called them Homo sapiens.
Why do they
Okay,
why
actually no. Just look up the definition of a human, and then you got it.
Okay, I'll do it right now.
Okay.
Wait, hold up. Definition of a human. A human means relating to people belonging to the species Homo sapien, or showing the natural feelings and flaws of a person. So
And
then, as a
rate it
noun,
all.
it is
Rate it
a
all.
person or member of the primate species Homo sapien.
Okay. Do you consider a fetus a person?
No, it's
Okay,
not a
so
person, but
that
it's a human.
sentence, the first sentence say a person of the Homo sapien gene, right? Doesn't it say that? The first sentence, right? Right?
It says, yeah, it's as a noun, it's a person or a member of the primate species
Okay,
Homo
so
sapien. As an
awesome. So
adjective, it
you
is
don't know
connected to
it's
people
you can't
having normal traits like
you
making
can't
mistakes.
say like try to sugarcoat, the definition. The definition is there. So you can't say it's a noun because it would have said it in the definition. So I just asked you if
It is a
you
noun.
see
It's both. It's a
hold
noun and
on.
an
Hold
adjective.
on. I just asked you if you see a fetus as a person, you don't. And it's saying in the
Yeah,
definition
because
of
that's not what a
person,
person is.
it doesn't say, it doesn't even
Yeah,
remove the
but
part.
being human and being a person is two separate things.
No, it's not though.
Don't get
It
me
is the
wrong.
same. Because a
Personhood
fetus
is a
doesn't
part of
have.
humanity, but you don't
Listen,
have
it
to be a
is
person
though.
to be a human.
You have to. A person is a human. What do you
You
mean?
listen.
Are
Listen,
you okay?
to be a human, you have to be a member of the Homo sapiens species.
Right. Okay. Goodbye. Hello.
Oh my gosh, where from England are you from?
What'd you say?
Whereabouts from England are you from? I love your accent. It's really authentic.
Listen, I've seen the comments you've been putting, right? So listen, you haven't traveled the whole Great Britain to think you can just think I'm not British. Like, I don't
Oh wait,
understand that. I get that
so
like quite often.
whereabouts from England are you from?
I'm telling you, I'm not answering that. I'm not
Why?
going to
Because you're
feed
not
into
from
it.
England and you're not
I said
being
I'm not
British.
going. No,
Trust me,
no.
every single American I hear putting on a British accent sounds exactly like you.
Well,
So stop pretending to be
all I'm
British.
gonna
You're
say,
racist. It's
I'm
racist and xenophobic.
racist. I'm racist. How?
Why are you being British? That's like funny. What's wrong with
No,
you?
no. All I'm going to say is I'm from the country. I'm not going to say where in the country I'm from, but that's what I'm going to say. There's a million different types, of accents. And for you to
That's
sit
okay.
there
So
and just criticize me, I don't know. Like,
okay, so I've
the
just clicked on your
Americans,
profile and it just
listen,
says
the
America.
Americans
So I'm
say,
just gonna
oh,
assume this is
you're
America.
British, they hate on me. And then some British people think I'm just lying. So I just can never really get a break. I
There's
don't
a reason
understand.
why you're probably not British is because when British people have an accent, they tend to stick to the accent that they're from. You just differentiated between saying British and British. From the part that I'm from in England,
What?
I
No,
speak
I
British.
didn't. No, I didn't.
You
No, I
said
didn't.
you just said British, and then you said Brittany. Which accent do you have? Because you don't differentiate when you actually live in England.
Okay, so do you want to debate about the topic, or just gonna
I
talk about
mean,
me?
I'm
Because
just
I
intrigued
love
as to
talking.
why you're
No,
laughing
I
at
love
me.
talking about
Clearly
me.
not.
I love talking about me, but right now this is not the
I
time.
know, I can tell. Laughing being British.
Like if
Let's
I
talk about
already
topic then.
if I already don't sound British to you, I don't know how am I going to prove myself to someone I don't even know. I don't get that.
Okay, like you don't have to prove. You don't have to.
No,
prove
but that's what you're
anything.
implying. You said, "Oh, tell me where you're from. Tell me where you're from." Like,
Let's go on with the title then. I don't know why you're laughing at being British. Should we get on with the title? Do you know what the UK laws are for abortion? Seeing as you're from the UK.
Of course I do.
Yeah. Okay. So what are they? Go ahead.
Like, do you want the numbers too as well? Like, I don't
No,
understand.
what are the UK laws for abortion? That's just straight knowledge. If you're from the UK, you should know that.
I know.
Okay, so go ahead and tell me then.
Listen. Firstly, I don't know if I'm even allowed to say it all without getting restricted, for one. For two, I'm not going to do that. I'm only talking about AV, so I will also type it in for you. Yeah. Hello.
Hello. So like, what was the other person talking about, anyways?
I don't know. She thinks maybe she's like the Queen of England or something. She thinks that she can tell me where I'm from or not. So
Honestly,
I don't know. Anyways, do you agree with this topic? Yes or no?
yeah, I do agree. I don't really understand why ICE is so normalized. I mean, yes, we were agreed to be a part of the government, but still, we're acting like chasing a random minor, acting like we're not hurting or causing any trouble around the public. The majority of the other races are pretty much being targeted.
Wait, so do you agree or disagree with ICE? Because you said people treat ICE like over exaggerating, but then you say like, so do you agree or not with ICE?
No, I don't agree. AB isn't wrong. It depends on the situation. Like, it always depends on the life or what the person going through. Like, what if the person was a victim or too young? Like, if they're like I don't know, maybe 15 years old, and they are with a kid, they don't have the responsibility to take care of the kid. So the child would grow up with a bad life. So it would be the mother's fault, and they would be blamed. So it's better than leaving the kid suffer with the mother than just leave. Yes.
Honestly, I couldn't say it any better. Like, honestly, so I don't know why people just don't consider, you know, the mom feelings or life.
Taken by the mother.
What'd you say?
Someone said the child life is taken by the mother. Like, I just told
Who cares?
I legit just told them. I legit just said, yes, but it's better than leaving the kid to suffer. Because
there's so many reasons, like, to people getting AB, and it's just, I don't know. They just think it's always, like, a certain way. No, there's plenty of reasons why people get an AB, first of all, so.
Honestly.
Like, there's so many reasons why, you know, unfit people have kids and don't raise them accordingly. So, I don't know. All right. Well, actually, you can stay up here. We're going to bring someone else.
Yeah.
I got a really good question for you.
What's your question?
So you're talking about the one topic, but what's your opinion on the other?
I don't think ICE is good. I think it's pretty, you know,
So
bad.
you understand what they're stopping, right? They're literally trying to stop the first argument. They are, though.
Well,
they're getting rid of everybody that's ruining people's
but guess
lives.
what?
You understand
Listen,
that, right?
Guess what? The illegal immigrants are still in the United States. Most of them are still in the United States. They're not, you know, going back to the country.
They're literally under pending investigation.
Okay, but people, they think it's just like an easy type of process. Like, it's really not. Like, most of them stay in the United States for like over 5 months. Like, it's not, no, they're not really getting quickly removed like how you Americans put it all the time. They're still in your country.
It's not an easy process. Like you said, it's not an easy process.
I know that, yeah. So I don't know why ICE is so quick. Listen, I don't know why ICE is so quick of getting the illegal immigrants that they're willing to break into people's houses and destroy and risk like a lot of people getting injured. You know, they're so quick with that. But at the same time, like these people still are in America. So why are they doing it so quick? Why can't it be like, you know, I don't understand.
Why are they like forcing it so hard?
Not just that, but like they're rushing. I feel like it's like a big rush for these people to
Because
get
they're
out.
killing people. They're bringing illegal drugs that are killing millions of Americans, like, easily. They're doing it
First
easily.
of
That's why
all,
they're forcing it so hard on them. That's why they're forcing so hard on it.
and that's not like the whole immigrants. Like not every single one of them is doing illegal crime from like a different country and they're bringing in the United States. A lot of them are trying to live a better life with their family. So those are some illegal immigrants as well. So I don't know why you think most of the illegal immigrants are, you know, the ones who are like, oh, who are like criminals. Who are like criminals. All right, yeah, we're getting everyone down. I don't know. People, listen, it's really hard to say certain words in a British ass accent, bro. It's hard to say certain words, okay? Hello.
Yo.
Hi. So,
Uh,
do you agree or disagree with the topic?
what do you mean by agree though?
Like, do you think AB is bad and you think ICE is good? Or do you think the opposite?
No, I think AB is probably bad and ICE is probably good.
So, do you know what probably means?
I used it, so yeah.
Okay, but in this instance, that means that there's a chance that it's not. So, when you say it's probably bad and probably good, there's a chance that there's not. It can't be good and it can't be bad. So, are you sure? You want to continue with this probably?
Sure, AB is bad, ICE is good. Is that
Awesome.
better?
Yes. No, I just want to see if you're like 100% sure. Because I don't want to, yeah. So why do you feel like people
Sure.
shouldn't have a choice in choosing if they're able to have a child or not?
Well, they can choose, but they also should not get the choice to kill it, you know?
Okay, but there's only two choices when it comes to pregnancy with the baby. Is either you keep it or you don't.
Or you could just like not get pregnant in the first place.
Yeah, but we're not talking about the not getting pregnant. We're talking about the already pregnant stuff because you have to be pregnant to order to get an AB.
No, I get that, but why'd you get
Yeah.
pregnant in the first place? Why don't you just
No, but
wait?
that's not the point though. So we're just gonna move on, okay? Because
Okay.
most pregnancies are not even planned. So,
No, I get that, but
so
that
no
doesn't
one,
mean you can't
so
prevent it.
so if they're consisting in AB, probably no, for surely they didn't have a baby or trying to get a baby on purpose. So so they didn't want it, and
They
then it
didn't
just
want it,
happened.
but they also didn't prevent it from happening, so it's their fault.
Okay, so but at the end of the day, there's two options you can do. Kill it and let it live. So why do you feel like they shouldn't have a choice, specifically the mom, to choose whether it lives or dies?
Because no human should be able to kill an innocent human being for no good reason.
Okay, first of all, you can't label something innocent if it didn't show you its actions. Okay? Like I find it hard for you to think that something that doesn't even have a consciousness is innocent. Okay? Secondly, there's always a reason on why the procedure is done. So you think it's not a good enough reason, right?
Because it's out of convenience, yeah. I don't think that's a good reason.
People do stuff out of convenience all the time.
That doesn't make it good, though. Like, we shouldn't be able to kill human beings just because it's more
No, that
convenient.
just makes it like a wide used thing that people make decisions out of their own convenience. It's not a shocker.
I get that, but give me a scenario where we kill human beings because it's more convenient.
So like serial killers that cannot be helped, they're put to death out of convenience for everyone.
Out of convenience, out of necessity, because that's how justice is served. We're not doing it out of convenience, because
Yeah, but there's a reason
if we
why.
were truly doing it out of convenience, we wouldn't give them a fair trial, right? We just unalive them the moment they
No, that's not how
go.
trial works.
So
Trial doesn't work because that person is what that person has done.
yeah, exactly. But we don't. It's not out of convenience. It's about
No, it is
justice.
though. Because if they
How's it
actually thought that, for example, Ted Bundy wasn't going to do it again, then they probably would have gave him life in prison. But since they thought he was going to do it again, which there's a chance he can get out of prison, they did it for convenience of future women that he might encounter and do the same thing.
Okay,
So it was out of convenience.
Firstly, no one's getting out of prison like that. That's just like that's something you see in the movies, but like never translates
I
to
know a
real
lot
life.
about
So
law, so
especially American prisons nowadays. And secondly, it is much more expensive to give someone the death penalty than it is to put them in prison for life. That's just a fact. So we're not doing it out of convenience. We're instead doing it out of justice. They killed someone.
what is
Therefore,
justice?
their penalty is their life be taken, because that would be the
Yeah,
fair
but
thing to do.
it could also do a different route, which would be spend life in prison. So why, in particular, you claim that's justice when there could have been a different decision in making Ted Bundy live? So why did they choose this if it wasn't convenient for everyone else? Because there is a chance you can get out of prison. So what else would it be? Because it's not justice.
It would
Because
be
he could have
no, it would
spent
be
the rest of his
justice.
life.
Because spending the rest of your life in prison doesn't come close to your life being executed. Because when you're in prison, you're still living, which means that justice hasn't been served. Because
Not
you
necessarily.
unalive someone. Well, you unalive someone. Justice is getting what you deserve. Because you unalive someone, you deserve your life to be unalived, because that's what you did to someone else. If you say, "Oh, I'm gonna unalive you, and I'm just gonna spend the rest of my life basically in a house." Trapped in a house, right? That's not justice, because if you kill someone, that's much worse than spending life in
Did
a
you just say it's not
enclosed
justice?
space. It's not justice. It
But you're
really
the one
isn't.
claiming that it's a justice type of thing. I never claimed that.
No, I'm saying that it's justice to unalive them. I'm saying it's not justice to let them, like, give them life in prison.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, people would choose life than be put to death.
Exactly. People would rather have life, which is why I think we should give murderers the death penalty, because that'd
So they
be
don't do
justice.
it again.
No, because we would serve justice.
Okay, so justice, you keep on saying justice, but there's many different types of justice in the legal system. Okay, so justice can be
justice isn't a legal term.
interpreted in many different ways, okay?
It isn't.
So,
It's a
no, it
value.
is. Because people think it's justice with putting somebody behind bars, and that's it, not with the death penalty. So there's many different versions of justice, for one.
There's only one real justice, though, right?
And what would that be?
Getting what you deserve. That's like a simple definition.
Yeah, that's many different ways, right?
Getting what you deserved, how it's interpreted.
It's not always the same for everybody.
But that
right?
definition is gonna say there's not different types of justice. There's
Wait,
only one value.
hold on. So you're telling me all different kinds of people who do all different kind of bad things that are not the same only receive one kind of justice for each and every single one of them?
Justice applies to everyone the same. Yeah.
No, I'm telling you, there's only a certain way.
Justice isn't applied to everybody the same.
Excuse me, because you're just making it sound overly complicated for no reason.
It's not.
Okay.
You're the one making it sound complicated. I'm saying
No,
there's
no,
one justice,
hold
and
on.
it's applied to everyone the same.
It's not, though. It's really not. Especially
you can't just say
in
it's not. You gotta give me a
prison.
reason.
Well, I'm trying to, dude. So again, people back in we'll just keep on talking about Ted Bundy. They just thought he just needed to be arrested, right? They thought that was good enough. That was enough justice. But a large amount of people also said he should be put to because of the crimes he has committed, and so he doesn't do it again.
Okay, but
okay, so I'm telling you, those are two different type of justice things, right?
Those are not two different.
Yeah, they
okay,
are.
So
going in prison and getting the death.
I'm a little bit confused. So just because a majority, not even a majority, just because a group of people say something is justice, like saying life in prison is justice.
First of all, justice can be subjective.
Like
first of all,
justice.
It's not really a spectrum. It's just be done in different ways.
We would apply it. We would apply justice the exact same way. So what did you do to your victim, murderer? Or therefore, yeah, we should give them murder or death penalty, because that would be justice. That we'd serve justice because.
Okay, so I'm not denying that it's not justice. I'm denying that it was because of convenience as well.
Okay, because
Define convenience.
give me a second, because you specifically said that it's not convenience.
It isn't.
Right? So I gave the example of Ted Bundy, right? When people are put in prison, it's so they don't do it again to someone else because of convenience. Because you were arguing that it's...
I don't think anyone makes that point.
Really? So you think people who go to prison is not out of convenience?
No, because it costs significantly more to put someone on death row than it
I
takes.
said prison.
Yeah.
I didn't say on death row.
Give them, if you give them life in prison, that's cheaper than giving them.
I don't care what it is.
So,
I'm telling you, I don't care what it is, dude.
If we were doing it out of convenience, then we just put them in prison because that'd be the more convenient.
That's what I just said. That's what I said.
Exactly.
I said.
No, exactly.
Bro, just shut your mouth and listen for a second, because you're not tracking.
Oh my gosh.
You're really not tracking. You just went on and on about something that I've already just stated. Okay?
Wait, so we agree, just to be clear.
You agree with me. You just didn't want to say it, so you just want to dilly-dally and then come back to what I've said.
I want to be clear.
So,
I want to be clear.
No, we're going to move on. No, we're going to move on.
No, hold on.
So just to get a certain...
You're not gonna get out of this.
What do you mean?
So okay, so we both agree.
You can go up in a second, Twilight.
Hold on. So we both agree that it's more convenient.
You're the one saying that it's not convenience.
Hold on.
You said that this whole time.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so we both agree that's going to be more convenient to give someone life in prison than it is to give them the death penalty, because it's cheaper to give someone life in prison, correct? We both agree on that.
No, that's absolutely not true.
Then why did you say we agree? What?
No, you said that it was out of convenience, which that's when this whole time you've been disagreeing with the out of convenience type of thing. You've been saying it was justice and all this other stuff. You haven't agreed to the fact that it was convenience until I bring it up. Convenience. But then you just said it was. Are you okay?
I never said it was. Wait, Courtney, when did I say it was?
Give me a second.
Okay, give me a sec. Alright, did you find the quote?
No, I found a clip of you saying it was convenience.
Go play real quick.
Okay, hold on.
Significantly more to put someone on death row than it
I said prison.
Yeah,
I didn't say on death row.
Give them, if you give them life in prison, that's cheaper than giving them.
I don't care what it is. I'm telling you, I don't care what it is, dude.
If we were doing it out of convenience, then we just put them in prison because that'd be the more convenient.
That's what I did. Did you hear that part?
Yeah, I listen what I said. I said it'd be more if you're doing it out of convenience. We'd put them in. I
don't care what it is. I'm telling you, I don't care what it is, dude.
If we were doing it out of convenience, then we just put them in prison because that'd be the more convenient.
That's what I just said. So you just said, listen, you just said I didn't mention the convenience part, right? And then you were arguing with me about the fact that you claim that I agree with you about the convenience part, but you agree with me. Then you say I never mentioned that.
No, wait, did you not hear what I said in that clip? I said if we're doing it out of convenience, we'd put them in prison. But because we're giving them the death penalty, that is not out of convenience because that's not the more convenient thing to do.
I didn't say that. I didn't mention nothing about the death penalty being.
Okay, but I never. I
So
thought
why
you
are
said
you?
you had a clip of me saying that it's more
Yeah,
convenient
it
to keep them
is. Yep,
It's more.
it's right here. You want me to
Yeah,
replay it?
Yes, play it.
Give me a second. Not tracking. You just went on and on about something that I've already just stated. Okay?
Wait, so we agree, just to be clear.
You agree with me. You just didn't want to say it, so you just want to dilly-dally and then come back to what I've said.
I want to be clear.
So,
I want to be clear.
No, we're gonna move on. No, we're gonna move on.
No, hold on.
So just to get a certain.
Get out of this.
What do you mean?
So okay. So we both agree.
You can go up in a second, Twilight.
Hold on. So we both agree that it's more convenient.
We both agree that it's more convenient. You want to replay that one more time?
Hold on. Wait.
We're gonna replay.
Certain.
Okay, let's go. What do you mean?
Okay. So we both agree.
You can go up in a second, Twilight.
Hold on. So we both agree that it's more convenient.
You're the one saying that it's not convenient. You said that this whole time.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so we both agree that's going to be more convenient to give someone life in prison than it is to give them the death penalty.
Exactly.
It's going to be more convenient to give them life in prison. You didn't let me finish.
Listen.
That's why.
Listen, I wasn't arguing over what's. Listen, I wasn't arguing about which one is better, death penalty or prison. I'm saying the reason why they're even put in that system is convenient, so they don't do it to other people, do the crimes that they've been doing.
Okay.
That's what I've been saying. You're trying to see, which one costs more money. I don't really care.
No one does it out of convenience. They all do it because out of justice. So. To respect the person who's murdered.
So they don't do it again.
That's literally not how it works.
Really? So people go to prison not to learn to not do it again. Hold on. Let me just repeat it out. Let's see if maybe I can understand where you're coming from. So you think when people get arrested and they're put in prison, it's not so they can do it, so they learn that they can't do it again. It's because of what? What's the reason you provided?
Well, we put them in prisons to prevent them from committing more crimes. But the reason we give them
and what would that be? It will be convenient. Stop bringing up the death penalty. I only mentioned that when it had to do with the murder, but you weren't getting that. So let's stop bringing it back.
No, we both totally agree that it's more convenient.
I don't agree with
prison. Right?
I don't care about which other way it is. I'm just talking about so they don't do it again. That's why it's convenient.
No, but the method on why and how we do that.
Clav.
But
Clav.
we can bring this. We can bring
Please
this back.
Stop. No, I don't.
We can bring this back to AB because you said that it's okay. You said that it's okay to kill a human being out of convenience, right?
No, I said to kill a fetus. I don't view a fetus a human being. Sorry, I don't.
What species is it then?
A Homo sapien.
Okay, what's the shortened word for Homo sapien?
Hominin, mammal.
No, the shortened word.
A shortened word? I have no idea.
The shortened word for
Homo?
It's human.
No, it is not. Listen.
Is a human. They are equal.
No, they're Homo sapien DNA, but they're not human. I just want you to look this up for me, okay? Can you just look this up for me, please? Can you?
Can you what?
Just look up, why do people claim that a fetus is not a human being? Just look that up. And then
why? No, I'll just look up, is a fetus a human being? How about that? Why do I have...
No, that's not what I want you to go look up.
Why would I fall into your
I'm not. I'm telling you why I'm coming from.
It's like you're asking me to Google why do people think the sky's red. It's like
no, because you're not going to let me say it to you, and even if I do say it to you, you're not going to understand. Okay, so that's why I want you to. No, I don't want you to look up that.
Okay, what do you want me to look up?
I want you to look at why. Listen. Why don't people stop talking, please? Please stop talking. You're making me lose my train of thought. Why don't people view a fetus as a human being?
View a fetus as a human being. All right, I'll go ahead.
And then it has the whole thing of why I believe what I believe. Yeah.
Okay.
Most of the people that are here are working on. Okay, period, I guess. If you're talking about them being violent, they are being violent. That's what they do. That's what they do best.
Okay, so here it says many people do not view a fetus as a human being. These philosophical, biological, and ethical considerations. So the first thing it brings up is the personhood debate, which is different from being a human being. I would hope that you'd recognize that being a human is different than being a person, right?
What? Repeat?
You recognize that there's a difference between biology and moral worth, right?
Yeah, there's a difference.
Okay, so we can both acknowledge that the fetus has Homo sapien DNA.
Listen, let me give you an example.
Distinct organism.
Because again, you're not getting it. It's okay. Listen, have you ever heard of babies that come out and they don't have no eyes, legs, brain? They're just a clump of skin. Have you heard of that before?
I haven't, but I could believe it.
So it's just like something, very few incidents where that happens, where the woman's body thinks it's creating a human life, but it's actually not. So that has Homo sapien DNA. Would you consider that a human?
If it's it would be human, but whether or not it'd be a human being is controversial.
What did I actually look up? Can you repeat what I actually look up, dude? Please. What did I actually look up?
Yeah, I don't know why you're screaming.
No, because you're just not tracking. Like, because I'm trying to show you a little bit more dignity, because you were the first person here.
In like 6th grade biology.
I asked you, why don't people view a fetus as a human being? And then you tell me, well, no, they're not a human being.
Okay, the AI said many people do not view a fetus as a human being.
I know.
But the problem
But you just told me something.
No, the problem is we're not talking about what people view things as. We're talking about what they actually are. I don't care that certain people view the Earth as being flat. Like, it literally is irrelevant to what I'm... Like, it's irrelevant to the objective truth. The objective truth is that biologically, a fetus is a living human organism. Therefore, it's a human being. Like,
it's a Homo sapien.
I don't care what people view it as. That's the objective.
Okay,
reality.
well, guess what? You can look up the definition of human, and guess what it says? A person, the word human means relating to people belonging to the species Homo sapien, or showing the natural feeling and flaws of a person. Do you consider a fetus a person?
Of course I do.
What? Okay. Now we have to look up the definition of person. Now we have to look up the definition of person.
Well, that's going to be the controversial one. Because
no. A person is an individual human being, a living mind with thoughts and a member of society. Is a fetus that?
I don't agree with that definition. I don't know where you even got that from.
Oh, but you're talking about, I don't really care about what you think it is. It's what it actually is. Then this is what the actual definition. Then you say, I don't agree with that. Are you serious?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I don't think you know how this works. You can lower your voice.
You are so hypothetical. I mean, not hypothetical. Hypocritical.
Here, let me explain. No, let me explain a little bit to you. So, biology is objective, meaning that it doesn't change based on who's viewing it. A human is a human, even if there's no minds to observe it. But when we're talking about philosophy, that's when it gets controversial, because different people have different definitions, and you can't objectively prove either one. So we have to.
So how are you going